Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on crypto. Hope you're having a great day. A couple of things that we want to talk about today. Obviously, everything that's going on in Ukraine. Just again, I didn't get my promise, not my promise, but my wish of no loss of life. The aggression of Russia is ridiculous. So right now we're dealing with whatever it is we have to deal with until it's over or subsides. And it's having an effect on both the stock market and cryptocurrencies. So let's get into a fact. One of these facts is that 11% of the hash rate for Bitcoin happens in Russia. A friend of mine is interested in creating a bit mining company here in the United States. He's found some incentives. He's found a more green way to do it. Going to do, solar and wind to power his farm, things like that. Found cheap real estate that he'd be able to get into. And I have to say, great idea. Straight up, just great idea. But when Russia took it to the next level, stock market futures took a hit, cryptocurrencies took a hit. Now, I always thought that, they're not necessarily correlated, but might, coincide with certain events. Well, the cryptocurrency market, as well as, the stock market, as soon as Biden said what he said during his press conference, everything just shot back up. For the stock market, you're talking about, 3.5 points down to, all the way up to three points up. That's a huge swing. And then you're talking about cryptos where, there are some cryptos you could have gotten into, a little while ago where you could have made, upwards of 10% on the day, within like hours, boom. I think there's a certain resiliency to cryptos, and it's because of the utility of cryptocurrencies to be able to maneuver around the world. Now, everybody's out there talking about Bitcoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin. Yes, I really do like Bitcoin. However, if you pay attention to what's going on, there are certain coins out there that moved better than Bitcoin, that moved better than Ethereum even. Remember, there's Bitcoin and then there are the rest of the altcoins. And when you look at the altcoins, there were just some altcoins that, rose up better. I mean, I think MATIC was one of them, Polygon. And I told you I named a couple of coins yesterday that I thought were going to do well, when the market, readjusted, when the cryptocurrency space readjusted. Gala was another one. Amazingly enough, Gala popped and UFO gaming took a dive. But I think at the price that UFO gaming is at right now, you can see, hyper growth right there. You're talking about split of a penny. It went down. It added a zero instead of shaving a zero. So now you're looking at an opportunity where you can get in on UFO gaming. And I think within a relatively short period of time, even if it was 6 months, you're talking about something that could shave a couple of zeros and you'd be in at such a low price that it would just be ridiculous. So I think that this time next year, we'll be talking about a new crop of cryptocurrency millionaires. I really do. So when you look at that, I think that there are a lot of things that we should be paying attention to. Don't just pay attention to the macro events. Pay attention to some of these micro events. Pay attention to how certain cryptos are moving versus how Bitcoin is moving. Okay? And the reason why is because, like I said, you can earn money getting into some of these cryptos now. Like I have a totally separate wallet that I'm using to actually trade, not invest, trade. My investments happen in these wallets over here, but I'm trading over here with these wallets so I can play the ranges with these coins. So do your research on what you want to pay attention to and start, maybe start paying attention to a little bit more of the numbers. Something else I wanted to get into that I touched on a few days ago, Canada had that Emergencies Act where they were able to, stop the flow of cryptocurrencies into the anti-vax protesters? Well, enough pressure happened where they said, well, you know what, we're going to stop that. We're not, we're done. It's good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You got so much pressure that, people were like, yo, you're going a little too far. That's a little iron fisted right there. So they pulled that back. They walked that back. It's all done. But I think it does still give people pause, to think about their financial institutions that, I don't know if I can trust you. It's also giving them pause to say, I don't know if I can trust my government if they can implement something like that in a heartbeat. And truthfully, all right, you have an anti-vax protest. Is that something where you should come down? I think there were alternatives to implementing the Emergencies Act. And I think that they could have gotten to the same results, even in the same time frame. But let's go after funding first. I get it. But that was some iron-fisted, stuff right there. So I look at that and I just go, yeah, glad you walked it back. But I think one of the things that pushed them to walk it back was it wasn't like you had a massive group of people pulling money out of financial institutions, but you had enough. I think you had enough to make people stop and say, whoa, Canada, if we're not going to, embrace cryptocurrencies the way we want to embrace cryptocurrencies, you know what? You better figure this out, because if we have a mass run on the bank, if this turns into a mass run on the bank, the Canadian dollar would tank, that fiat would be hurting, and money would flow into crypto. So kind of need to pay attention to that. Something else that I wanted to touch on was I just read this. Billy Marcus, he is the co-creator of Dogecoin. Created it as a joke, and now he's upset. He's not amused that there are so many meme coins out there. So let that wash over you for a minute. I'm listening to this, and I can understand where he's coming from. Doge is being used. I mean, to me, it is a coin. You can use it. It's got some. I wouldn't call it utility, but it's being used by certain people to transact. It's most popular for, or most known for, micro transactions. Cool. And he's not amused that there are so many meme coins. First of all, I'm not buying a meme coin. I know I talk about SHIB. SHIB started out as a meme coin, but I don't think it ever actually started as a meme coin. I could be wrong, but I got the feeling that they always had an idea that they were going to do something with this coin and it wasn't going to be a joke. I think that's what it was. But again, like I said, I could be wrong, but Doge really isn't working. Or let me rephrase. I don't see Dogecoin doing anything to spur utility, but I see SHIB spurring utility. These other quote unquote meme coins, technically you can call Saitama a meme coin, right? It's called Saitama Inu. Except, wait a minute, they've got Saitamask, like they're doing things to make it not a meme coin. So I'm kind of like, I don't know if I'm going to call some of these things meme coins, or just arbitrarily drop them to that bucket. But I found it amusing that he's not happy that there's so many meme coins that are out there. It's okay, don't worry. Elon is all about Doge, and he is. You can see it. He's using it to pump and dump, or at least in my opinion, he's using it to pump and dump. But it's all good. It's all good. Let's go to the numbers, because the numbers speak for themselves, right? We've got a lot of stuff that's going on that points to, the fear index being 23 out of 100. That there's a lot of fear in the space. Again, I point to, there could be a lot of fear in the space that we don't know what's going to happen. There's a lot of kind of, risk and turmoil in the cryptocurrency space because of that Russia-Ukraine macro event. That is a big deal. And one of my fears is that, my daughter brought it up today. She's a history major in school right now, senior. She said, listen, I don't think he's going to stop. I don't think he's going to stop. And if he doesn't stop, what's the world going to do? And if he doesn't stop, what is the world going to do? And what is China going to do? Because if China buys into whatever Putin's doing, that could be a problem. That could be a World War III problem. Do I think it'll get to that point? Hope not. Honestly, hope not. But I could see that I could see a path there. But I think Putin is at, what is he, 70 something years old, 70 years old, something like that. I think he's off his rocker. I think he's really off his rocker. I think this move is all about his legacy. And he's always wanted to rebuild the USSR. So, yeah, there's a lot of fear right now. I think greater minds will prevail or sanctions will prevail. Something about sanctions that I would be paying attention to is Belarus wants to be happy slappy with cryptocurrencies. But if I was the rest of the world, I would slap Belarus with sanctions as well, since they're also actively supporting Russia in invading Ukraine. I would slap sanctions there as well. I want everybody in that circle, in that space, to feel the pain. Problem is, Europe has a trading deficit of but has a trading partner in Russia that is worth over $200 billion. Yeah. With China, it's over $100 billion. With the United States, it's over $50 billion. So what hurts us the least hurts Europe the most, and China's trying to make sure that Russia actually has some kind of commerce so that they can continue this. And that is going to have an impact on the fear and greed index, straight up. Like I said, 23 out of 100 people are, freaking out. And this is what, less than 50% of where it was just a few days ago. Just a few days ago, it was like 51 out of 100. Moving in the wrong direction, but I think it's a buying opportunity for a lot of coins that are out there. I think eventually everything will, dissipate and go away. The dust will settle. But I think there are things that you could be paying attention to. Gala is a coin. UFO gaming, I think, is a coin. Polygon, Avalanche, Solana. Everybody's pointing to Ethereum, but Ethereum isn't moving as fast as other coins, and these other coins are on serious sale. So let's look at that. So to get a broad picture, a broad stroke of what's going on, BTC at over 38,000. So it dropped to the 34,000 level and then came back to the 38,000 level. And we have ETH at, not doing as great as Bitcoin, which is bugged out. You have Solana that's at $89 right now, but earlier today it was at 85. This is some good coin that you can get in on. And remember, Solana just a little while ago was at like 120 plus. It was up there. So you're talking about there's a $40 swing right there because it's below $100. That's a sale. That's, a quick sale. Avalanche, another sale. So just looking at all the coins that are out there, you're looking at sale prices right now. If you were holding Tether, look at that. It's at $1 right now. Sounds silly, but that 1%, because it's tied to the dollar, that 1%, if you're holding Tether, I would dump that and get into another coin. Like, think of USDC. I could dump that, get into USDC, and have a 1% additional to get into that space. 1% isn't a big deal, except when you compare it to your bank that's not giving you 100%, not giving you 1%. They're giving you less than that. So that's something to pay attention to. XRP took a hit, even though they have, good reason. The SEC was denied their sir reply. Judge Torres basically said, no, you had your opportunity. You've been doing these delaying tactics. We don't want to hear about you. So things are really moving on Ripple's side. So at 70 cents, that is a sale. That's a sale. Yes, I'm considering getting in if I can find out how to get in. I mean, I know how to get in, but I can't really say that out loud. But you can do the research and you'll be able to see how to get in. So that's something to pay attention to. Solana at $89. I'm sorry, but that's a sale. That's a sale price because it was $90 just a little while ago and 120 before that. Let's take a look at their chart. I mean, look at this, right? Their chart, $92 just a little while ago, just before what's that? Just before 3:00? I mean 3:30? 7-day moving average. Okay, great. Well, not moving average, but 7-day chart. Here they are at $95. 30 days. Here we are February 8th at $121. That's a greater than $40 swing, a greater than 33% move on a really strong protocol. I would be all over that. So I'm paying attention to what's going on in the space, right? Let's just take a look at our favorites. I don't want to look at everybody, but something I do want to call out right here, Terra Luna. Wow. Look at the 24-hour, 7-day, 30-day, 90-day, 1 year. All of it is green. In the past 24 hours, you would have made almost 10%. 7 days, 30%? What? So just looking at how it's moving, Terra Luna is someplace you want to be. It's making moves. It's making strong moves. And it looks like it's just going up, up, up. And why? Because there's a draw. There's a draw on Terra. So when there's too much of a draw, because it's tethered to the dollar. So when a demand for it goes too high, they pump out more Luna. When the demand goes for it too low, they burn Terra. I mean, they burn that coin to get Luna. And I'm sitting here and I'm just saying to myself, that's huge. I would be looking at Terra Luna. Strong network, something to pay attention to. Avalanche, another sale. Their rate was, or their high was 146.7 or 146.47. My bad. At 76.70, you can't tell me that is not a sale. Pay attention, do your research on the coins you want to be involved with, and don't just do research on the coins, do research on the space that the coin is in. Avalanche is a layer 1, okay? Just look at that. Avalanche is a layer 1, Solana is a layer 1. Layer 1 meaning you're going up against Ethereum. There are like 6 or 7 solid layer 1s that you want to be paying attention to, and that includes Polygon. Okay, don't sleep on MATIC. Don't sleep on MATIC. It's at $1.44. Their high was $2.92. Listen, their high is more than 2 times where it is right now. You kidding me? Yes, I would be all about it. I would absolutely be all about it. Let's take a look at right here, right there. They were at 125.8, right? And now they're at about $1.44. Let's see, $1.44. That's money that you could have made in a day. Within the day, you could have made that money. That's telling me, if you look at how these things are moving, how these altcoins are moving, how Bitcoin is moving, the volume that's there is saying, you know what? If you pay attention, create your pool of coins that you're interested in, continue watching and researching those coins so that you understand their flow, you understand their business, you understand what news could be coming, things like that. Pay attention to that. My kids are having fun. Pay attention to that because that's how you can actually make money. Also pay attention to how one coin is moving against another coin. It's another way that you can make money. So anyway, you're looking at, opportunities that are here. So when I look at this, I just go, there are too many coins for me not to want to fall in love with and actually do the research and follow them. That's why I have my hit list right here. And you see me, yesterday I dropped a coin. Once I drop a coin, I'm done. I'm good. I'm looking at Saitama right now. That's a horrible number. A horrible number, right? They're down basically 70% over the past 90 days, 70%. But Saitama's got some stuff going on. Metaverse, a crypto wallet, they're doing things that can actually make moves. So when I look at them, I kind of go, yeah, I can take a chance on that one. When I look at UFO gaming, that's not even taking a chance. They compare UFO gaming to Axie Infinity. So once UFO gaming matures, I think that's someplace that you should be, or at least I should be. So I'm paying attention to that. And look at that. And like I said, there are 5 zeros here. There are 5 zeros here. A few days ago, there were only 4. If I get in right here, I think within 3 months, I'm double where I'm at. Easily, like this. Saitama moves quickly, believe it or not. I've been watching them. They move quickly. This is my biggest loss leader right now. But a little while ago, I was in the black. So I'm sitting here and I'm going, you know what? I like them. Looking at, Engine, I want to pay attention to Engine because they're down in the 90 days, they're down almost 65%, 64.5%. I'm looking at that and I'm saying, whoa, sale price on Engine. Sale price. Stacks, they're making moves. I think they're going to continue to grow. Right now, they're down almost 40% when you look at the 90-day, but I think there's big opportunity with Engine. I think they're with the coins on this list. I think you have major opportunities. I'm really paying attention to those coins that are down on the year in their 1 year. Because if they have the right news, if you're paying attention to those coins and you see that they're working on something, they're doing something, eventually, hopefully, that something comes to fruition and that leads to a pop. So again, do your research, pay attention to what's out there. And you know what? Hit the like button, subscribe. Please hit the like button. I greatly appreciate it. It tells me that what I'm doing is worthwhile. And really, I'm teaching my kids with this, and I hope I'm sharing some good information with you. Also, hit the subscribe button. Why? Because you want to know when I'm going to drop my next video. Anyway, this is Eddie J on Crypto. Hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.